Hi, Kelly Peel here to share a few tips for social emotional growth. Today, we're going to talk about procrastination, which has been given a really tough label of lazy quite a bit, certainly when I was growing up. And that only adds to the pain. And we know from the science that procrastination is really a way of our body and our brain protecting us from tough emotions of I'm not enough and all the self-doubt and I'm going to mess this up. So how do we help our students through that? The first step is to normalize it. Hey, listen, we all procrastinate. All the adults, me, you're not so special. You also will procrastinate. Procrastination is just your body protecting you. So when we start to feel overwhelmed with a task, it's as if this part of our brain goes kind of quiet because the amygdala inside our brain is going into like, oh, we're afraid, we're nervous. And that's why lots of times we go into an avoidance and trying to mess it up. So it's not that you don't care. It's your body doing what maybe even is kind of healthy sometimes to protect us. So let's go through 5 things that you can do with your students. And the first is to focus on action over outcome. Can you do this little tidbit? Instead of saying, we're going to hurry it, we got to finish this whole thing. What's one small thing you can do right now? We're just going to start today. We're not going to finish because that reduces the emotional load. Number 2 is the 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule is, okay, we have 5 minutes, then we're going to reassess what we do. How much can you get written in 5 minutes? Or just pick out the math problems that you want to do on this sheet in 5 minutes. Because what that does is it lowers the pressure and then therefore lowers the resistance. And motivation comes after successes happen, after a task has been completed. And so that gives kind of a quick motivation. Motivation will not come before the task of success, if that makes any sense. So this kind of sets it up. And it's no different when my kids were really little and they have their stuff all over. I would say just 5 minutes, pick up everything you want to keep. It was amazing what they got done in 5 minutes that they could not get done in 2 hours before. So sometimes saying we just have 5 minutes, and I will say I need that sometimes. I'm going to say I'm going to work on what I'm writing on for a half hour, and then I'm going to get up and go read a book I want or whatever it is. 3, make sure you are also role modeling how you break things into bits. So if you're introducing a big unit, you can say, boy, I'm kind of overwhelmed with this. I think we're just today going to talk about our introductory paragraph, or today we're just going to talk about this step and how to manage this math problem. And so then you're teaching students how to think through overwhelming tasks, not just how to get through. So having that ability to think. Number 4 that I wrote down is to teach kids that, reframing procrastination as information. Start with a curiosity. Do you feel like you're not going to do it good enough? Are you bored? What is this? And so having that information is important because teaching the kids that awareness is a self-management skill, and noticing that you're distracted is a win just in itself. I know for me, I'm like, oh, I'm distracted. I need to get back on this. Oh, I'm thinking about this. I need to shut my phone off or put my phone in a different room. I can't do those actions if I'm not even aware that I am distracting myself or I'm procrastinating. So number 5 is teaching them that procrastination is information. Because are you not doing it because you don't like it or it's not of your interest? And that's okay. You only will know something isn't for you. It's misaligned from what you like to do is if you try it. Then you'll know, oh, I'm not going to load up on these classes in high school, but you won't know if you don't try. So sometimes we talk about, even if kids are procrastinating, practicing for a sport. Maybe this sport isn't for you, or maybe you're just doing it because you want to hang out with your friends. All that stuff is good information. Long term, emotional regulation skills, all those things you're teaching them, give them wonderful ways of managing procrastination. The more emotional regulation tools that one has, the more they can manage procrastination in themselves. Small, achievable wins help with motivation, just the smallest things. And then role modeling. It's so important that you role model kindness for yourself when you catch yourself procrastinating because our young people are listening to us. And when we're critical of ourselves, that's what we're teaching them. So, in closing, you're not lazy, you're not broken, your brain is protecting you. So, what small bit can we do in this moment so we can do the next bit in the next moment? I would love to hear in the comments below what you do to help your students or children with procrastination and managing it. And if this was helpful, a like, subscribing will help me a little bit. If you want a one-sheeter, I kind of have my little notes because I'm always afraid I'm going to forget stuff, and I still do, even though I'm looking at my notes. I will have a one-sheeter link below. Thank you for joining me as always.